here for another tea in the wagon, and well, this is the intro. And we're going to read out a couple of comments in the video and have about some time just crocheting or what you're going to be doing, and I'm going to tell you about the flowers, some things that I've been doing for a stall. So, you want to take it from here?
Yeah. So yeah, if you're new to our channel and you just found this video, we do vlogs about the things that we create and living on the land here in Wales, in the hills, and then we alternate those with these videos which are called Tea in the Wagon, and these videos are all about quiet time. So we this is our horse-drawn wagon. We don't have a horse and we don't horse-draw it. Is that the right word? But it's just stationary. But yeah, this is our little wagon, and we're just sitting here and have some creative time. And we make these videos as a nice way for people to, if you want to, all around the world, to have like a big creative time together, like create and chat and tea and like that. What do you call it? Like worldwide online craft group.
A craft tea time.
Yeah, crafty tea time. So if you want to join in and get your project and just create together, it'd be really nice. And we share some of the projects we've been making recently, like a little podcast. Sometimes we answer questions on things, like we will be today, and we read out some of the comments from the last Tea in the Wagons, or sometimes in vlogs we get really nice comments to read out about what you're doing and what you're creating, and like it's a nice connection between people all around the world. It's really nice to hear from everybody of what you like to do. And then at the end of the video, then we'll have some quiet creative time where we're just not doing a podcast bit, we just sit and create just for just 5 minutes of creative quiet time. So in this one we'll be doing the comments first, and then there'll be a question that I'm going to answer, and then we'll be showing you crafty projects which we've got on the table here, and
some of them are in my lap.
Yeah, and then we'll be having some quiet time.
Yeah. I'll put some of the things that I've got on my lap on there.
In the last Tea in the Wagon, my friend Pamela joined me, and it had gone dark and we had tea outside the wagon with some candles lit. Elfin's printed out some of the comments from that last video, and so that we can read some of them out about what you've been making yourself, what kind of crafts you're doing, where you are in the world, and what kind of tea you're drinking, or anything else that you want to share with everyone. We're going to take it in turns to read the comments. Deborah Spins 2909 said, love this video, it's so soothing to hear you speak. I live in Washington State in the Pacific Northwest. That looks so beautiful there. I've seen that on the internet, pictures of Washington, and it looks so amazing. I have llama on my spinning wheel and Shetland on my support spindle. I'm currently knitting a scarf and just made 5 wind spinners, so I'm taking a crochet break. You are always so peaceful and calming, and I so very much admire how you live and where you live. Oh, that's really nice. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's how your projects sound. Lovely.
Claudine Van Dane. Is that?
I think so. Claudine Van Dam 4809.
Love this video with the candles outside light, not drinking tea this time but fresh coffee.
Thank you for writing in. And at 9 Fatra Bits, It was nice to see you again. I was so enthralled by your spinning and weaving and dyeing videos that I've learnt to spin. That's so nice. I found a used spinning wheel and I'm learning to knit, and right now I'm crocheting a border on a blanket that I made 20 years ago. Also, I love hand sewing with scraps of cloth, and I make books with used materials. Oh, that's so lovely to hear about. I hope you're really enjoying spinning. Abigail Irvine. I think it's Abigail Irvine 3414 says,
I'm in the west coast of Scotland. The weather hasn't been great, but watching tea in the wagon, knitting socks, and I'm drinking organic Earl Grey. I love Earl Grey. I always like the milky feeling of it. And the sound was great. I put my buds in to listen. Beautiful blessings. I usually use my headphones too.
This one's Pamela at Brigalow X8R. Thank you for this amazing video. So very interesting and inspirational. Lovely to meet Pamela. That's my friend Pamela who was on the last one. Such a great name. And learn about her creative skills. Looking forward to your creations together. That's about our exhibition together. The ends of your videos are so good. The area you live in is very beautiful. From Pam in Australia. Thank you, Pam. Yeah, I'm glad you like the endings. I always try and put a little bit of the surrounding countryside into the endings to finish the video. Yeah, I'm glad you liked the video. Thank you.
Linda's 5964. Hello friends, it's a joy to sit with you both. Very hot where I am, northern Florida, USA, and it's comforting to see you wrapped warm against the chilly air. I'm working on picking up stitches for a border on my deluxe blanket. It's a lovely gift for my husband's birthday in October. So it's October now while we're filming it, so I don't know if her husband's birthday's coming up, or it's probably gone by, so happy birthday.
Happy birthday. At Sandy Maniscal Co 9912. Hi, I'm from the USA and I love your channel. I'm knitting a pair of socks, crocheting an afghan, working on a quilt and other miscellaneous items. My hands are always busy. I am 81 years old and enjoy life. I am drinking Earl Grey. Your daughter is cute and very talented. Have a wonderful day. Sandy from Long Island, USA. Thank you, Sandy. That's a lovely comment. Really nice to hear about your creative projects and hear about where you are in the world and what you're doing. Thank you.
I think everybody's drinking Earl Grey.
Yeah. Oh, we should say what we've got this time. We've got
I don't even know myself.
It's what is it called? Yogi tea. It's a mixed, I should have got the packet with me. It's a mixed blend that you put loose into the teapot, because you do tea bags as well, but it's the classic chai loose blend. That's what we've got this time. Spicy tea.
Yeah, I can actually kind of feel the spice, but it's not like overly spicy, not like hundreds of grains of pepper or anything.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Just nice and cosy and autumny.
I'd call it it's like warming.
Yeah.
The next comment is from Sacred Soul Arts. Just a second. I'll just put this down.
Okay.
Okay. Loved this tea in the wagon, thank you. I was crocheting a shawl from my hand-dyed yarn whilst watching, trying to get all my projects I've got on the go finished so that I can start some new ones. You and Elfie really inspired me. I don't know how you manage to get so many gorgeous items made all the time. Takes me ages. Sending lots of love from Dorset.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you. I've had that question a few times, and Kathy in New Mexico asked, and last time I said that I would cover it in more length in another tea in the wagon, because it was going really dark when me and Pamela met. So I'm going to be coming back to Kathy's question, which was, can we share something about time management, how we managed to get so many things made? So I'll come back to that in a bit. And I've got at Linda Carver 773, the carded bat is stunning, thank you. It looks like you are spinning on the Ashford Joy. Oh, this might be from another video. Sometimes we pick up comments from other videos as well. So yeah, in that one I must have been spinning on, yes, it is an Ashford Joy. It's a double treadle Ashford Joy, and it's got the art yarn conversion kit on it, so it's got a bigger orifice and bigger bobbins to spin on. Would you say that the Joy is a good wheel to learn on for a complete beginner? I also want to mainly spin art yarns and chunky yarns. Is it a suitable wheel for that? Love your vlogs and your weaving is beautiful. Thank you very much. Yes, I would say the Joy is good for a beginner. Personally, that's my opinion. I think it's a really nice wheel, and when I've had students come to stay and learn how to spin from scratch, I've often put them onto the Joy wheel and it's fine, and they seem to like using it. I tend to either use that one or the Ashford Traveller for beginners, and both are really lovely wheels. The Joy wheel has, yeah, you can get, it comes with a smaller orifice, but not tiny, and also the bobbins are still quite big. But if you want to spin bigger art yarns, you can get like I've got on mine, the art yarn conversion kit. I can't remember what the exact name of it is, but it's like a jumbo flyer kit or something like that. Ask me in the comments if you can't find it and I'll find out the exact name of it. But it has a wire orifice rather than a sort of funnel. I don't know what you call that. Yeah, like a funnel orifice. It's just got a big wire hoop, and it's an inch, so anything that's up to an inch will go through that, and the bobbins are much bigger. They're not as big as the bobbins on the Ashford Country Spinner, which hold a kilo, but the Country Spinner, which is made for art yarns, also has an inch orifice. So apart from it having smaller bobbins to spin on, I think it's a really good wheel for art yarns, because it's also really nice to spin fine on as well. You can seem to spin any kinds of yarns on the Ashford Joy, or I have found that, and it's really nice to work on. So I think it's a good wheel for all of those things. And you've got the added bonus that the treadles fold up, and it comes with a backpack, so you can take it off. I take mine off out into countryside and sit and spin with a little fold up stool, so you can literally spin anywhere you like, or take it to groups or wherever it is that you want to spin. So I hope that helps. Thank you for your comment.
From Laura Lee Creations 3217. I knit, sew and crochet, but my passion is doll clothes. My daughter or I need something, meaning clothing or winter gear, I make it usually. I love to upcycle a lot of cloth from clearance clothing as well as clothing from thrift shops.
Oh, lovely. That sounds lovely.
Yeah, I've got a friend who makes like all these things like jumpers and stuff, and it's really nice. I've been getting into crochet myself.
Yeah, you've got some crochet to share in a bit, haven't you, of what you've been making?
Yeah,
we'll be showing you some of the things we've been making lately. At Phoenix Tarot 11.
Tarot.
Phoenix.tarot, thank you.
Okay.
My name is Trish and I live in BC, Canada. I've just found your channel and it's a wonderful inspiration. Thank you. I'm a knitter and I have weaved, but I find your work very inspirational. I'm knitting a scarf from my scarf scraps. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you for your lovely comment.
Have you done all yours?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the last comment is from Pixie Moon 544. Just started watching you. I'm a Welsh hippie pixie living in North Wales. It was so lovely to find you. I love what you do. So amazing to watch the process. Your little girl is also so talented, and I love her name. My name actually comes, as you probably guessed, from the word elf, and my parents were going to name me Elfin, but with a Y, is that
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah, but that would be a boy's name, Elfin. That's how it would be pronounced.
In Welsh, yeah.
Yeah.
There is a Welsh. Yeah. In
So,
fact, Pamela's son is called Elfin. He was in the last
Yeah.
In The Wagon.
My name's Elfin. It comes from Elf. I'm a creator of many things. I love to combine wood and art, also making creative art pieces. But I also have fabrics and wool that I do all sorts with. Anywho, take care. Love from Pixie.
Oh, that's lovely. Oh, thank you for your comment. That's really nice. And thank you all for all your lovely comments. It's really lovely to hear from every one of you, and the kind comments you've made. That's really lovely. Thank you so much. If you're watching and you'd like to share with everybody what you're making, or if you're not making anything right now while watching this, what kind of things you like to make, whereabouts in the world you are, what kind of tea you like to drink or coffee you like to drink, and also sometimes we share what books we're reading as well. So if you want to join in and share any of those things with everyone, it will be so lovely to hear from you. And thank you everyone for your comments. These are our books that we're reading this time. That one's your one, Elf.
Yeah.
Do you wanna? Shall I show it?
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
show it. This is the one that Elfin's been reading, The Merry Begot. Have I read that right?
Yep.
And what's it like? Do you like it so far?
Mhm.
Yeah, nice book. And
You
that's by,
You want to read
is
the
it
summary?
by Julie Hearn.
Heart. Hand. I thought it said
Yeah.
heart.
Yeah, do you want to read what it's about?
Okay.
Shall I read mine
Come
first?
through. Right.
Are you okay?
Yeah. In a remote West Country village, all is not as it seems. Rumours of bad magic and witchcraft are spreading. The pixies are whispering in the orchard, and an ill wind is blowing. The fingers of blame are all pointing to Nell, the cunning woman's granddaughter. With the witch finder general on his way, Nell is alone, trapped and in fear for her life. Who can she trust, and who will save her?
That sounds really good. My book is by Helena Drysdale, and it's called Mother Tongues. And I'll read what it says on the back too. Over 18 months, Helena Drysdale and her family rattled around Europe in their mobile home. Their journey took them to the heart of tribal Europe, to the Ireland Islands, Samiland, the Basque Country, to Macedonia, Corsica and Provence. Curious and sympathetic, Drysdale sought out Europe's indigenous tribes and took stock of their place in our modern world, analysing the vital link between language and identity and capturing beautifully many of the voices and cultures that are already fading away. Yeah, this is a nice book. I've only read the first bit. I've only read it to there. If you just finding this channel, and thanks Al. If you're just finding this channel, and if you want to subscribe, if you click the notification bell, YouTube will let you know whenever we post a new video. And if you like the video and want to put a like on it, that would be really nice, because it helps other people to find the video as well. It makes it more visible to others, so then other people can find the video. So thank you. Now I'm going to come back to the question about time management. So yeah, a few people have asked about this, but I was coming back to a question in particular from Kathy in New Mexico, and she asked, can we share how we do time management and manage to get so many things made. So I've made some notes, because on the spot I can't think of it, I just go blank, and my memory is not good. So I've made some notes about it and tried to put it into a simple way. Our business is so changeable, then you know, we're doing lots of different jobs all the time, me and Luke, and so we tend to juggle things about a bit and make plans sort of short term to just keep working on what it is we need to do next, what's most pressing and stuff like that. The main things that we're doing just on a normal day is we home educate Elfin. So she's at home all the time, apart from when we're at outings or at groups and things like that. And then there's looking after our home, the land, the animals, and our work. So that's kind of our main things that we're up to. So first of all, I think personally, talking for myself, I think I tend to get a lot of things done because I don't have many social engagements myself. So Elfin has social things that she does, and me and Luke take it in turns to take her to things that she's going to, or social time, or homemade groups, or whatever it is that she's doing. But personally, I don't really have much in the way, in fact hardly anything in the way of social things that I do. So I've got all of that time that other people might spend going out or doing things like that I just do my work. I just work on my work. I also work in the car, so if Luke's driving or if we're in the van and going on long journeys, I work all the way. So I take work that I can do with me that's small, hand work that I can just sit and do on the way. So I basically use every little bit of time that I've got available. I also work at night, so I don't kind of stop. I don't have set work hours where I stop and it's like, okay, work time's finished. I just carry on. I just work all the time when I'm not home educating or doing other jobs around the house.
Or if we just spend time together doing crafts.
Yeah. And so, yeah, that's a good point, is that if we are spending time together doing crafts, it's not often that I'm making something for myself. I try to bring a couple of things onto Tea in the Wagon that I'm actually doing as just a side project, just because I want to, just either for myself or for family or things like that. But there's not a lot of that kind of thing that I do. So sometimes when Elfin's creating and we're side by side, then I'll be creating something for work and keeping the flow going with that. I work from lists, so I have, or me and Luke have a main list that we have, and on that goes everything that's kind of on our mind that needs doing. And then from that list, I take off what I want to do that day, or the next day. You know, I might plan it the day before, and sort of jot down the things that are most pressing. And then I get up in the morning, get ready, and I'm straight on it. I have a breakfast drink, so I have that as I go. So yeah, I'm straight to work in the morning and onto my list of jobs. And the type of jobs that I have kind of juggles as well. So I do teaching, either in person or online, and groups online, and then I do my actual making of products. And then I've got all the photography to do, and the listings in the shop, the online shop, and then there's wrapping parcels and that side of it, and then everything else, all the other little bits and bobs that have to be done, and managing home, because it's our home, it's a school, it's a workplace, a workshop, it's everything. So we have to also manage putting things away, tidying up, trying to keep things as organised as possible. Yeah, so that's the kind of things that we have to fit into a day and keep working around. A big point that I think is a lot of it as well is I am autistic and ADHD, and my brain works best with repetitive things. I'm really hyper focused, like that is something that just is the way that my brain works. So I work with that, and I've worked out how my brain works best and what kind of productivity I can get by doing things in different ways. And I work best with repetitive things, so I tend to do all of one part of a job and then all of the next part of a job. What I mean is, like, if I've got 20 of something to make, you know, if I'm spinning 20 yeah, that's probably not a good example actually, you just spin it. Yeah, no, that is, yeah, if I'm spinning 20 yarns, I've got to make 20 yarns, then I do all the sorting of the fibre first, so I get all the piles of fibre out for the different bats or rolags that I need to make, and get that sorted in piles. And then I stand and do just a marathon carding session, and I just card up all the fibres. So I've just got a big pile of bats. Then I do all of the spinning. I would have to leave the spinning wheel where it is and get on with something else and then come back to it. But I basically just carry on with that job in all of the working time that I've got until I've got all that spinning done, and I just really focus on that. And then I set all the twists together and so forth. So like, again, if I'm making hand carving knitting needles, I do all the wood collecting, then I do all the carving, and then I do all the sanding in one session, and then I do all the wood burning in one session and all the photography in one session. I don't kind of just make one item and photograph it and put that online and then start on the next item, because I'm much slower that way. So I do everything like a conveyor belt, I suppose. Is that the way to say it?
What?
I don't know if that's the right way to say it. I just do it all in big sessions of one type of job, because if I have to change jobs and swap to other things, I'm not good like that, and I tend to be really slow because it takes so long for my brain to engage into the next bit of the job, that it really slows me down. So if I can just get into one thing and really focus on it, I can really get a lot done. So I just work in circles around those jobs and just get all of one thing done, and then move on to another thing and another thing, and then I've got piles of lots of things made and ready to go online. And then I just have mammoth photography sessions. Not my favourite, but I just have to get into that and get all the photography done and then get it all online. I wrote down just a typical day. I don't know if this is helpful, but I wrote down a typical day of just a typical day. I don't know why I keep repeating that. So I get up early, get ready, get to work, breakfast, drink on the go, and then when Elfin's up and ready, then I stop work and I might either get her set up with something for her schoolwork or help her with anything she needs help with. And sometimes our lessons are things that she's working on and studying, and sometimes it's things that we need to do together. So we're looking through a book together, like looking through a science project and studying that science subject together, or studying a geography subject together. And sometimes she studies those things on her own. It all depends on how much help she needs with it, and then she does her project work from that afterwards. And we tend to just work side by side, so Elfin will be working on her schoolwork or her creative projects if it's creative project time, and I'll be working next to her on whatever I'm doing. And then as soon as Elfin's settled with her work, then usually it's back to work straight away, and then I work through the night. I don't mean like all the way through the night, I do sleep sometimes, but like I'll work till late, keep going on the night time, like sort of when other people have finished work and sitting down, I'll still be working because I like it. I like my job.
You're
starting a new one?
Yep, I've finished that one.
And another thing, back to that thing of not being good at changing jobs, and I like to hyper focus, is that I'll have entire days, like an entire day of cleaning in the house, or an entire day outside working with the animals, or working in the garden and doing all those jobs together. So I don't tend to do a bit of that and then a bit of work and a bit of this and a bit. I can't work like that. I have to just focus on one thing and then get all like I said, all of the house jobs done on one day, so that I can just focus on that one thing of cleaning the house, or focus on that one thing of jobs to do in the garden, weaving fences that are broken, or whatever it is that I need to do out there. And also Luke does tend to do most of the cooking. I do some of the cooking. When I cook, I often do something for like 2 or 3 meals in one go. So I just cook something in a pot and that's ready for other meals and ready to go. So that's kind of all I could think about really, of to do with how we do time management and get stuff done. But I hope that's helpful and useful to anybody that wants that. Let's talk about what we've been making. Do you want to share what you've been making?
Just a second.
These are all Elfin's things. She's been working really hard lately.
I'll say something about the flowers as well. Me and my friend that I mentioned earlier, she has a brother, and we're all going to do a stall together for November. So I've done loads of things. I've got a headband, I'm just going to listen, headband / neck scarf.
Do you want to hold it up, Elle, so that it's
Double mittens.
Shall I hold them up for you? If you pass them to me, I'll hold them for you.
Okay.
I'll show
Headband.
the headband. Is that the one with the little? Oh, that's nice. Got a little knot in the front of it.
It's actually really easy.
It looks really pretty.
Headband / neck scarf.
And this is for a children's market, isn't it? It's a special Christmas market just for children to sell the things that they make. It's really nice.
Headband / neck scarf. And I'm going to try this one on because it's really nice. It's a set.
Oh yeah, that's really lovely.
And they're all made from the same yarn. I'm going to try them on.
Shall I show some of these things? This was Elfin likes to make paper chains for the winter solstice that she made. She had a really good idea to make a crocheted one, so she started crocheting loops. And that's her crochet chain. And you also made a couple of Christmas decorations as well, didn't you, for people's trees to put on the store?
Don't know if it'll fit over my head.
Because you got all your clips in.
Yes.
So she's made 2 baubles and they're stuffed.
Yes.
And she's done these free form. She's just made them up as she goes. Really pretty. And the same with the chains, wasn't it? You just made that up. And there's a thinner headband there. Yeah, it looks really nice. That's great. I love the colours. It's really pretty. Nice.
Yeah, and this one took ages to do because it's like that thick. So,
oh yeah.
It took a number of hours. Oh, my clip's coming back. Yeah, and then my gloves.
That's lovely.
So onto the flowers. Me and my friend and her brother, we're all friends, and we're gonna go to a Halloween party in October. But it's tomorrow actually. It's a Sunday party. So I'm gonna dress up as a wait a second, I've got it. It's coming. Dias a las Tormentos. Is that right?
Nearly.
Oh.
Dias de los Muertos. Yeah, the skeleton.
I said that.
Nearly. Close.
I'm going to be a skeleton, and I'm going to, it's Mexican tradition, and I've added some flowers because they respect the dead, and it's more of it's the Day of the Dead in Mexican Spanish. So they put like flowers all over the skeletons and dress up and stuff. So I'm going to be one of those. And her brother, my friend's brother, might be a skeleton, and my friend is going to be a witch, I think. So I'm going to be a skeleton. I'm going to ask her brother if we could be like a pair. He goes like a skeleton. And I've been crocheting all these flowers. So I'll put them in colour order. Wait, where's the other one?
Sorry, the camera keeps wobbling.
That's
Every
the
time we
left one.
move, it wobbles because the camera's on like a bendy
stand.
camera stand, yeah, and it wobbles it about. Ooh, that's a first. I'll just show one of each colour. Oh, that one's nice. That one's got loads of petals.
That's
Really
my
lovely.
pattern.
I like that. I think that looks really cool. So these smaller ones you did off a pattern, didn't you, off YouTube? We're going to put a link to that pattern in.
And I'm really pleased with this one. It took absolutely ages. My favourite flower is a rose, which is quite fitting. I'm going to make 2 of these because the Dias a las Tormentos.
Dias de las Muertos. I think that's it. I might have it wrong as well. I'm not sure.
They would wear in the pictures I've seen like a person wearing a big flower on this side and a big flower on this side. So I'm going to add like a clip. And I'm going to put all these flowers in my head.
Oh, you're doing little ones as well?
Yeah. And I crocheted this rose, and I thought when I saw it on the video, it looks absolutely complicated. I don't know how I'm going to manage that really easy.
Yeah, we'll put a link to that one.
Yeah,
that's lovely. So we'll put a link to the person's video that showed how to do these as well in the info.
I think I'm actually going to make like 4 of those.
Yeah, they're really nice.
Or 5, or 6,
Beautiful.
or 7, or 8. Or 1 million.
You're going to put some of these on headbands as well. You're going to do flowers on headbands on some of them.
Yeah.
I thought you said that last
night.
I did.
Yes,
Are you? Yeah. Okay. That'll look really good.
Yeah.
In a previous video, not the last one when Pamela came, because I think I was spinning then, but in another one I was doing some slow stitching, and I've finished the project that I was doing. Almost. I've finished the pockets anyway. So I was stitching the two pieces to make pockets, and this top, I'll just get my hair out of the way and these scarf ends out of the way. This top I got off I don't know, eBay or Vinted or something like that for a couple of pounds. It's pure linen, and I plant dyed it, and it was a while ago that I plant dyed it. I think it was with red onion skins, and it came out this greeny colour. This is the pockets that I made. There's one, and there's the other one. And I just did them randomly, just random bits of fabric put together. It's all hand stitched, each one, and then I hand stitched a band across the top of each one, and then hand stitched them onto the top. So I've got nice big pockets. And I've edged around the collar, oh, not collar, but you know, the neck. And then I'm going to embroider, that's why it's not finished yet, I'm going to actually embroider around here and there on the top and on the sleeves and things, just random things. I haven't got any plans for it, I'll just see what comes out at the time. So I'm going to embroider here and there all over the top as well. Not all over actually, just, you know, in areas. So that's partly finished apart from the embroidery. I've been doing some spinning. This one was spun from, I put, my friend Kate said to me, she's in Ireland, and she said, you should do some advent calendars. So I did, and I made some fibre advent calendars. In fact, they're made to order, so they're still on there on the shop. I did like a small amount of fibre for each day, and they're all in numbered bags so that people can spin a little bit each day and end up with a yarn. And this is a yarn that I spun with fibres from the advent calendar. Each advent calendar is different, they're all one of a kind. I just kind of put fibres together and like intuitively put colours together, and yeah, so each calendar is unique. But this is some fibre, an advent calendar fibre that I made into a yarn, and I'll open it up so you can see all the colours. It has got a little bit of extra pink in it, so I'll put that in there too. I thought it went quite nicely with all the colours. I might use this yarn to make something like socks. I might knit socks with that at some point in the future. I can't knit socks yet, I don't know how to do it, but I'm going to find out how and knit some socks probably.
Yeah.
I think that'll be nice.
Yeah.
It's quite thin. It's thick and thin. I spun it thick and thin, but it is generally overall thinner, so I might be able to do socks with that. And then I spun this, thank you, the autumn yarn, and this one's really soft. It has less twist in this one, and this is actually, oh, where's that gone?
It went right under my legs.
Thank you. This is what I was spinning in the last tea in the wagon. Me and Pamela were sitting outside, and she was carding fibre, and I was spinning on my drop spindle, and this is the yarn that I spun. And in another video, because it won't be on a tea in the wagon video, it'll be in one of the vlogs, there is a little video clip of me plying the two yarns together off the spindle bobbins, because the spindle's got bobbins on it. I don't know if you remember, and I haven't got it here to show you, but it's a spindle with a removable bobbin, and you can swap the bobbins over when they're full. So I plied the two yarns, brilliant spindle, I plied the two yarns together off the spindle bobbins, and I've got a little video clip of that. And then this is another yarn that I spun recently, and I've also been spinning some linen. Elfin's really interested in history, and that's one of the things that we like about home educating, is that she can indulge in a subject if there's something in particular that she really likes. So she really likes spending a lot of time on history and maths, and she likes doing her creative projects as well. So we're doing overall of all subjects, but she spends more time on the things that she's really interested in. And with the history, she's particularly interested in living history. And this year we've been to a few museums, open air museums, with living history museums. And she really enjoyed, we all really liked that, didn't we, going round. We went to Butts Ancient Farm and the Weldon Downland Museum, and other little museums that we've been to, and also Castle Henclus in Cardigan. We've been back there and that was really nice. So what we've done is found a reenactment group for Elfin to join, because she's 12, so we found a group that will allow younger people to join. And so she's going to be demonstrating the crafts that she knows and the things that she's learned. She's been studying of how people did all these crafts in the past, and what year, you know, what eras the crafts came in. So like how old is spinning, how old is weaving, history about spinning and weaving, when lace making came in, because she started learning lace making. There'll be more on that in vlogs about Elfin's lace making, with bobbin lace and all those different things. So she's been learning about a lot of different crafts through a lot of different historical eras, and we've found a reenactment group that's medieval. And so yeah, we've been practicing doing the crafts in a medieval way, of looking into how it would have been done then. And we're just at the point of sorting out costumes. There's a lady that Elfin's going to learn how to do. She's always wanted to do seamstressing, and even though I did used to make clothes for a living, I used to make things out of recycled stuff, and me and Luke used to live in our truck. We fitted out a truck that was our house, and we used to travel around selling our clothes that we'd made from recycled other clothes that were sort of worn out and stuff. And we also travelled festivals doing that as well. But even though I used to make clothes, I don't have the right knowledge in proper seamstressing that I want to teach Elfin with. I wanted to learn it properly. If she really wants to do it, that would be nice for her to learn it the proper way rather than my hodgepodge way, which is fine, but like she could do that on the side, but she wants to learn how it works properly. So Sarah is a medieval seamstress, and does medieval seamstressing, and she's going to teach Elfin how to do that. So Elfin's going to make her own costume for the reenactment group. And I've been practicing how to spin with flax, so that I can spin fine linen thread, try and get it finer and finer until I can weave linen cloth to do things for the reenactment, and also to demonstrate at the reenactment days, because I'm also going to be in the group as well.
Is this linen?
What's that?
Is this linen?
This is linen, yeah.
Yes, it would be that fine.
Yeah.
That's very fine.
Yeah.
Probably can't see it on camera even.
Yeah, this is my that's the thread I've been spinning.
You used to get a lot finer than
was
that.
it last week? Yeah, I'm going to get it finer than that. But I can still make cloth with that. I will make, because I want to make belt bags and things like that with linen cloth. So I'm going to be using that, and well, more. I need to make more. It's not very much. It's just on a tiny bobbin, and that one's a little bit thicker. That was a previous one. So to learn how to do it, I basically just got, I'd already got a bag of flax line. We did grow our own flax a few years ago when you were younger, and it didn't do very well. So I'm going to try that again next year and put some flax seeds in to grow. And I'm going to try processing nettles with Elfin as well. But for now I've got this flax line, so because I work with flax tow as well when I'm blending it in with other fibres, but I got the flax line and just kept practicing drafting just a few fibres at a time, and then this one was as fine as this one. So this is a leftover from when I applied this. I had a little bit left on the bobbin, and I applied two together, which made this linen yarn. So this is 2 plied together. And that's going to be woven. I'll make some more of that thickness, and that's also going to be woven as well. And some of these threads I'll use for sewing. So I'll put that to one side. And then I've been doing loads and loads of my knitting needles. I make hedgerow knitting needles, and there's some finer ones. Don't know if you can see the patterns on those. I burn little oh bless you. I burn little patterns into the wood, and those ones. So I've been doing lots of woodwork, and me and Elfin have been felting. This was a few weeks ago, I think. Not very good with knowing how long it's been, but I think it's been about a few weeks ago.
A couple of months?
Nah, I don't think it was that long ago. Nah.
No, it was in October.
I don't know when it was. But it was kind of recently.
3 weeks? No, three.
We did lots of felting, but we made neck warmers. They just kind of fold around and they've got a button to fasten, and then we made these felted pouches. These are to go on belts. These are belt bags, and they've got slots to fit the belt through. Usually we do loops to go onto the belt, but on these I just thought it'd be nicer if we made slots. So we made slots on them, and they've got decorated buttons on as well. The light's not very good in here to show the colours, so
we need a lamp.
It's quite bright light coming through, so it might drown out the colours a bit, but they're really lovely colours.
I thought you meant it was dark.
Oh no, the other light's coming right through that window onto the camera.
In which case we need
That's
a
the other
curtain.
one. Yeah.
There was hooks up there, maybe we could buy.
Yeah, we've actually got curtains for the wagon. I just
Yeah.
haven't got them up at the moment. Yeah, we made four belt bags
Which we like to probably
and
come
2
to
neck warmers. Yeah, it's that one. I've been making lots of journals. These are the recent ones I've made. That's just the wraparound thread.
If I had that and it was a diary, that would be the perfect shape and size for me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You like that? You can have one if you want one.
Nah, no thanks. I just mean like the way it's shaped. And
Yeah.
I usually like plain things.
You like blank pages, don't you?
Yeah.
These have got coloured pages in them. I'll show you the pages. Yeah, I hand painted the covers, and then inside they fold around, and then these are the pages that I've hand dyed for the inside. That one's plant dyed. I won't go through all of them, but they're just yeah,
Liquid flick.
pretty papers. Yeah, a little bit. I'll just show you. Super fast. And there's some handmade papers in there as well. There's Nepalese papers. And
Do you mean the fabric paper?
what's it? Yeah, it's kind of cloth-like paper, isn't it?
I call it
Yeah, no, it does feel like fabric. And the other thing that I've been making lately is lots of plant dyed and eco printed cloth, and those are probably going to be used for slow stitching projects. And I won't get them all out, but they've got leaf prints on some of them, and some of them are plant dyed. That one's got really nice markings on it. Really like that one. I'll put a video of the colours, because the colours, again, it's not showing very well because of the light streaming through, but I have took a video clip of some of the lovely colours in these cloths, and that'll go into a vlog. It might not be the next one though. I'm really behind with the clips for the vlogs. I've got months worth of clips for vlogs, so at some point it will be in a vlog. And I've got all these different colours from different flowers and plants that I've been dyeing and printing with. Yeah, but you get the idea.
What dropped me in the flowers?
Thank you. Oh, sorry. I thought it was a piece of cloth. Yeah, so I've been doing that, and yeah, I'll bring some slow stitching projects to the wagon in a future one with those. And then the other thing I brought with me, this is the last thing I brought with me, is this sleeveless
Did you make
jumper.
that?
I did, yeah.
I always thought it was obvious, but for some reason 2 seconds ago it didn't seem to come to me.
I made this when Elfin was 3.
It lasted that long.
Yeah. It'll last well. It's well made. And yeah, I made this when Elfin was 3, and I've often got it on in videos, and I often get comments from people asking, do I have a pattern for it? No, I don't have a pattern for it, but I will make one.
You can make it up as you go along.
I did make it up as I went along.
I do that most of the
yeah.
time. Sometimes a bit, maybe I can't decide again, and I'm just babbling.
That's it. I didn't write it down as I was making it. I just made it up and made it. But I will make another one at some point, maybe with some plant dyed yarn or some other handspun or something like that. And I'll write it down as I go, and yeah, make the pattern available at some point. But yeah, that's the jumper. So everyone that was asking about that, thank you. It's nice that you like it, and I will do something with that in the future at some point. And now, oh yeah, there's another thing. Elfin hasn't got any of hers left. We do broom making, and Elfin makes lovely small brooms, and all hers have sold, so we haven't got any to show you at the moment. But are you going to make some more brooms at some point?
Eventually.
Yeah, you're busy with your crochet at the moment, aren't you? But yeah, Elfin will make some more at some point probably.
Eventually.
And I'm working on a little collection of these bigger brooms. So yeah, I thought I'd show you what I've been up to making, and I'll put an update when those are finished and ready
Mama's
to find
brooms
their homes.
Mama's brooms are a lot bigger than mine because she's got big hands.
Yeah,
Yeah, mine's are.
yours are lovely little ones, aren't they?
No, this. The other hand. No, it would be the other one.
You've got smaller hands.
A bit.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what we've been making and what we've been doing. It'd be lovely to hear about what you've been making or what you like to make when you do make things. And now we can have some quiet time just creating for a bit. So we always do like a few minutes of just sitting quiet and creating, if you'd like to create with us. And I've got some slow stitching to do again this time.
Why do you call it slow stitching?
Well, it's a name. We were talking about this on the last but one, Tea in the Wagon. It's a term that people use a lot now. It means like
Handmade?
well, no, I mean it is, but it's more about like really taking the time to really not rush through a project and try and. No, it's not even that. It's just about focusing, like a meditation. So really slowing down and consciously trying to create, not in a rush, you know, like so you're being mindful about it.
I'm not
and
sure
thinking about what
I'd
you're
be
doing.
that patient.
You are. You've got loads of patience.
Sometimes.
So it's about slowing down and intentionally taking time out to just sit quiet and just enjoy the moment. That's what slow stitching is all about. But I don't know where my glasses are and I can't see very well.
Did you bring them in?
Well, I thought I did. Oh well, I'll just carry on. I can see enough.
overslapping.
You finished your crochet? Do you want to go in? Do you want to go back in the cottage? Yeah? That look nice, won't it? Very pretty.
You know those photos you see around with like the red roses?
Yeah.
This one's like pink, but
You can do a red one. Are you going to do a red one?
if I make another pair of roses, they're going to be red, but I'm not going to make a red one and a pink one because they're going to be even.
Shall I pass it here?
I've got them. Thanks. That one. I put more stuff than I thought, and then I've got the flowers. I'll leave these one in the this.
Okay.
Yeah, because I've got to count the flowers. That's it.
Bye bye.
See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
Got the flower.
I'm going to finish there as well. I'm going to come in with you.
Okay.
And,
Oh, now I dropped another
yeah,
and another.
we'll see you in the next tea in the wagon and the vlog. So I do them alternate. So we do a tea in the wagon and then we do a vlog of our creative time, don't we? So the next one will be a vlog, and then the one after that will be another tea in the wagon.
This isn't the most normal position.
I'm going to get a box for you to put all your bits in.
I think Mum was just gonna.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Bye bye.
Yeah. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.